Hey, how are you? In this video, I'm going to tell you the 3 areas that are the most important areas for me to focus my time throughout the day to maximize the growth of my agency. I believe that if you follow these kind of same things that I'm doing, it will really help your agency grow a lot faster. So I'm going to give you literally, these are the exact things that I believe are the most valuable use of my time throughout the day. It comes down to 3 different areas that I focus on. I've also talked to several very successful agents. They all kind of talk about the same thing, so it's not like I'm reinventing the wheel. I highly recommend you take these tips. So let's dive into the video. All right, so like I said, a lot of insurance agents are focused on the exact same things, and then I've now gotten to the point where this is literally the only 3 places that are the most valuable areas and ways of my time that, to spend my time, for lack of better words. Many agents will always talk about 3 things. These are kind of the most common things. Number 1, they'll ask you, how much is your marketing budget? Like, how much are you spending on marketing to generate leads a month? That's a very common monthly marketing budget. That's the first thing that very successful agents will want to know. The second thing they're going to ask you is, how many employees or how many team members do you have in your business? What size of your, team do you have to work those leads? Because marketing budget means more leads. Now you need people to actually sell these policies. And then the third thing that they usually ask is, how big is your book of business? Every agent always asks that. Are you 1 million? Are you 2 million? Are you 10 million, 20 million, 30 million? You'll see the big players have very large marketing budgets and they have a lot of team members, and their book of business reflects that. They're usually like 50 million. They're big books of business. They're making a ton of money. These guys are killing it. And so let's dive into the tips here that I'm going to give you. If you follow these, and this is literally all I do now, every single day, Monday through Friday, I focus on these 3 areas. So I will dive into area number 1, where I focus most of my time throughout the day. So area number 1 is working large accounts. So first and foremost, I create a lot of opportunities through marketing. There's a lot of leads coming into my agency through Tudo. I'll shout out Tudo again. Boom, Tudo. That's how we generate a ton of leads. Now, we get accounts that are small, $1,000, $2,000 little general liability or workers' comp policies. We also have accounts that are $20,000. They're mid-sized businesses. And then, much less frequently, we get those big daddy deals, some big, hairy, nice big daddy deals. Those are the 6-figure accounts, $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 premiums. Trucking accounts, those are very commonly, lots of trucks, 10 plus trucks. You're looking at 6-figure premiums. Those are the ones that I handle. Right now, we don't have anybody in my office that's able to handle those, or else I would just delegate this portion of my time. But right now, I still keep my eyes on the 6-figure large premium deals. So first and foremost, highly recommend dumping money into marketing budgets, increasing your opportunities so that you have to pick and choose from, and get those $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 accounts and delegate those on to a team member that deserves it also. Like, this is a reward also for my team members when I give them a $20,000, $30,000 premium size opportunity, because they're doing so well. They're making the calls, they're working their asses off. So they deserve these accounts. Hand them off, allow them to execute them properly while you focus on other things for the business and working on the business instead of in the business. And really just focus your time on the really big daddy deals. That's the best way to put it, the big daddy deals. That's for the big daddies. And yeah, keep those relationships going. So let's go into the area number 2, where I believe it is the most important place where you should focus your time and energy. Let's go into number 2. Okay, so area number 2 that I believe is the most important place that you should be focusing your energy is hiring other top A-player agents. So first and foremost, you want to be looking to duplicate yourself. Try to get yourself out of sales as fast as you possibly can. That is something that's, obviously as an agency owner, it's hard to do in the first kind of early years because it's always been you wearing all the hats, sales, service, and getting yourself out of sales is not easy. So finding a duplicate of yourself, somebody who can execute, a top-notch salesperson. How do you do that? It kind of goes same thing with the marketing budget and really making a lot of, getting a lot of opportunities. You need to start getting a lot of candidates. So posting on Indeed, posting on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, telling your current employees to send referrals of people that they may know who are looking for a job. YouTube videos like this. Right now, we are actively hiring. So if you are interested in working at Adelphia, this is my little promo. There's a link in the description. Hit us up. We would love to work with you and have other top-notch A players working with us and in my team to grow and take things to the top. See you guys at the top. So yeah, anyways, you want to start to, hire slow, but you want to also fire fast. So take your time in hiring, get a lot of candidates through the door that you can talk to, have a very efficient process. We like to do our process very efficiently with phone screenings that are short calls, like 10 to 15 minute calls, just to even see if this is the person that they understand. Do they even want to work full time? Do they even want to do what we're doing? You see their experience quickly. Don't spend a whole hour on all these interviews all day because that's just going to eat up your whole day. Do 10, 15 minute calls, schedule them all within a block of like 2 hours, knock them all out with potential candidates. And that way you can really speak to a lot of potential top-notch players and handpick the best people and then move them on to different parts of your hiring process. And the next step in our process is a questionnaire after we do a phone screening, and then we do an assessment. Those assessments really kind of dig deep to find out who is this person? Are they really a good salesperson? What's their motivation? How positive are they? There's a lot of different factors that really stand out in a very successful salesperson. So having an efficient process to hire top-notch A players, that is really what I'm doing. I'm doing a lot of phone calls a day. I'm probably interviewing 10 to 15 to 20 people per day on phone screenings, and that is because we have a lot of candidates trying to work here at Adelphia, and we're being very picky with who we're hiring, so we hire very slow, and then if they're not the right fit, we fire fast because we know that that is a very costly decision if it goes the wrong way. Okay, so the third and most important area that I focus my time and energy on is actually training, coaching, and motivating my team. Once you do get those top-notch players, once you do have all these leads coming through, the third place and most important place is pumping up your team, getting them excited, getting them stoked, re-showing them the vision also of what you're doing, why you're doing it. Remind them, why do you come in to work here? What is the standard, and also what is that nice commission look like at the end of the month? Holding them accountable to the daily activity metrics. The certain amount, 50 plus calls a day, 5 to 8 quotes sent out in a day, and then 1 to 2 or 3 sales in a day. That's how you lead and set somebody up for success and an excellent month for themselves. So you're not just there as the boss, you get to just, everybody just starts to make calls and make you money. You need to get in there and really care about your people, really care about their success. Take it personally. If they don't meet that next level of commission tier that you have set up for your commission structure, take that super personally and be like, hey man, what happened? I wanted to pay you that much more. I wanted to pay you that much more, and what happened? You're letting yourself down, you're letting your family down, and really, really push them. And I think that people can genuinely see whether you're seriously you're caring about them, or you're just trying to just grow your business and line your pockets with more money. Really having a true heart for your team. You're with them all the time anyway. You really start to develop strong relationships and really love them. It's more than just people that are helping grow the agency, or there's some number in a company. They're your family. This is the family. Adelphia is a little family, and we really take that very, very seriously. So spending time one-on-one, helping them with products, helping them with ideas, listening to their phone calls, reviewing phone calls with your team members, and pointing out little coaching tips. So that means you also need to be dialed in with your knowledge on sales, products. It's hard to do these things if you don't really know everything behind it. That's kind of it. Those are the 3 areas that I focus my time on. It's big accounts, hiring new top-notch team members, and then working with my team. That pretty much consumes most of my day. I think a couple hours is in the hiring, at least 2 to 3 hours is directly working with my team on their accounts, helping them move things across the finish line. And then obviously I have to nurture these big accounts. Those are really long deal cycles, especially in commercial insurance. So I nurture those and try to get those across the finish line to get those nice commissions through the door and keep pumping that money in to reinvest in the business. So I take all that money, reinvested into hiring more team members, and I'm going to continue to try to grow Adelphia until we're at least at 20 million. That is a good number that I feel that is attainable. You know, we're not far off from hitting 10 million in the near future here, especially with the way we're growing. So I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for following the journey. I'm just trying to document as much as I can. I'm super slow with making these videos. I wish I had more time to do it and more energy, because there's just a lot, and you'll start to realize that as you grow your own agency, you start to get pulled in all different directions. And then you have your own personal life that you're trying to figure out and balance on your own too. So there's just so much going on. One thing I want to just remind people, it's like, it's not for everybody. You'll start to realize like there is a lot that you deal with as an insurance agency owner, or just a business owner in general, that it's more than just making sales and renewals and all that stuff. Like, you start to realize you're a recruiter, you're a marketer, you're a salesperson, you're a customer service agent, you're an HR department, because people got, team members will eventually have their own personal problems between themselves or with in their own personal lives. So you really start to take on a lot. And you realize also another one, you're an accountant, you're managing the numbers. There's just a lot of stuff going on. You're a data analyst. Why couldn't I remember that word? Analyst. And yeah, so there's just like so many hats that it's not for everybody. It really does require a lot of energy, time, patience, and a shit ton of hard work. That's my message out there to you, not to discourage you, but just know that you're in for a ride, a roller coaster ride, ups and downs. There's days where you feel like you're the best to ever do it, and then there's days where you're sitting in your office and you're like, I have no idea why I'm here. What am I doing? And it's a roller coaster ride. Honestly, I love it. I think it's so much fun. I wouldn't want to do anything else. So I love it. But yeah, you need to also ask yourself, is this for you? Because there's a lot to it. So if you do want to chat with me, I'm happy to give you my personal advice. I'm sorry if I'm discouraging everybody out there, but hit me up, chriscostantini.com. Boom, that's it right there. You can hit me up. I do one-on-one consulting calls. I have like a whole agency set up. If you're starting an agency, I can tell you literally step-by-step what to do. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys at the top. Keep crushing. Let's close out 2024 strong, second half of the year. And yeah, we'll see you guys at the top. See you soon. Peace.